love. And that's more important than being wealthy. You've been people that have expensive houses, they live with family members that they don't like and they're miserable. And who can live like that?
So what did you feel now that after 9 years, you've been together?
9 years, September the 12th.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So what did you feel that finally you face to face like that? What did you
Well,
feel?
I wanted to slap her to make sure she was real. But I'm not buzzed. I'm not, what do you call that? I'm not in fairyland. In fact, I actually felt relief. Thank God I just got here. But do you know what I mean? So it hasn't sunk in, if that makes sense. Because 9 years has taxed me. And it's,
So what is your reaction when you finally see her in person?
what did I say?
What's the first
Oh, I
word?
said, I think I said, give me your hand, so she can't get away. I've been holding her hand for 2 days, and sweaty, and so she can't run away.
So you thought you were lucky.
Huh?
You thought you were pretty lucky when you saw her.
I think she's lucky. Look, I don't look bad for an old fella, do I? I think I look pretty good.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But I'm camera shy. I know you can't believe that. I don't like looking yet, but from here down, I'm hot, okay? So I'm happy with that. Well, I'm happy with that because when you see in Australia, I'm not picking on foreigners and that, but when you see in Australia, women that look after themselves and they've got a beer gut, drunk husband, and you wonder why they leave. You know what I mean? So if I'm hoping if Shah doesn't love me, she'll love my body. I stay in shape for Shah. No, I'm serious. If I can't get fat. I can't. But I can lose muscle if I don't train. So I've lost 5 kilos because I haven't trained 7 weeks in the heat and the work, and that's fine. I don't lose strength. So I can take 3 months off, eat like a horse, don't get fat, go back to the gym, and in 1 week's time I got all of my lift down. Yeah.
So I have a question of Charmaine. What is your reaction? You finally saw him,
Be honest.
and then in just a day she's talking blah 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 blah.
Oh, that was
Ratatatat.
We've only just met, and you'll give me a nosebleed.
Yeah. But he's really good. He's very good man. But the other thing is you are very talkative.
I will admit that's my downside, but I can't help it. If you had met me 20 years ago, I never used to talk because I couldn't let go of my past, my violent upbringing, and yeah. But when I let that go, and I won't go on about it, my instructor, Sensei, with all the discipline, the training, I used to fight a lot in the clubs, and I used to get beaten up, and I didn't. So in other words, I had all that stuff beaten out of me, and he reinvented my brain and got rid of all that. And I cleaned up. Yeah, if that makes sense. That's why I like to walk the dog. I meditate a bit. I like to get up early, have a coffee, and look at the sunset rise. I'm in with nature more. Yeah. I don't think about tomorrow. If I fall off the bus and whatever, I don't think about that because you got to live for now. Don't live for tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen, and don't live with regret. That's my philosophy in life. And I don't hold grudges. No offense, Shah. If Shah and I didn't work out, I would always leave as the best mate. I'll never get angry, and I'm going to be honest here. If I found out Shah was cheating and we're together, I won't get angry because it could be me. Maybe I've done something wrong. I would forgive her. But if she did it again, I wouldn't get angry. I would say it's not working and I'm going to move on. And I wouldn't leave in anger because I can't move on with my life in anger.
Yeah. When we saw you on chat, we're very happy, because we've known you for 6 years and we've known also chat for that year.
I've known you that long because I've been telling
So we've known about her on your messages. So now that we saw Cha in person, we're very happy for you.
Yeah. put it this way, no offense, I'm 60. Well, I want to move forward in my life with positivity. I don't want to ever look back with negativity.
Yeah.
You know, because and if someone at work, they love me at work on the mine sites, they all want to employ me driving dump trucks. They want to employ me on their mine sites because I know it's weird. When I walk into a room and I'm at a different mine site and they do a pre-start for safety and all that, the supervisors want to make me a supervisor. They say, we love you here. You give positivity. People walk in the morning. Do I have to? And you have to answer the questions on the board. You have to do triple C's before you can drive a vehicle. All this stuff, and they don't want to do it, and they argue and all that, and I don't. And I draw happy faces on a bit of paper, stick paper, and when I come onto a mine site, I put it on the supervisor's desk, a happy face, and they said I knew it was you, and I give that and I say you have a great week. I do that every time we go on a mine site, even with a woman who's tried to fire me. She gives me that much, and she's trying to fire me because she doesn't like guys. She likes women, sorry, and she plays football, and she's really negative towards men on sites, and she's targeted me because she doesn't like my positivity. So what I do, without being obvious, is sort of hugging her. It's when she's been aggressive towards me in front of everyone and trying to humiliate me and also trying to intimidate me. I just smile at her and pull out a thing with a happy face and say, there you go, have a beautiful day. So, in other words, I bombard them with love and they run out the door for a cigarette to get away from me and I follow them. And said if I smoke, I come and sit with you. So I've learned if you're working with people and they're really negative, give them love in their face and they'll run away. They can't handle it. Negative people cannot handle positivity, and that means you can't be fired for being positive. Yeah, and that's what I do, and people laugh. They actually love it. Because they cannot upset me at work, not even if everyone in that room's negative. I actually bring them people down. And when I do, and what is the other one? Like that, I'm doing a full-on gym workout. I'm down on the floor, doing star jump and everything, and they're freaking out. Because they said, because I'm 60. Yeah, so when they do their warm-ups, we have to do a warm-up before we start work, and most of them don't. Where they do a 10% movement, I do 100%. And they can't even touch their toes. I put when I'm warmed up, my palms on the floor. And I can lay down like a plank, and I can get my knees into my chest, and they can't do any of that. So when they are doing exercises, and they're not really enthusiastic, I says, come on, liven up everybody. And we've got the music cranking, AC/DC. They do AC/DC. And I start really, like I train, I start doing that. And they can't, they just look at me like, I'm not doing that, I'll hurt my back. Yeah. Well, they're all over the boat. And they've got me on video. They got me on video on sites because they asked me to do it. Which is a bit annoying because not what I've eaten. But they got me on video like that about 20 times, bashing my stomach, and they video it and they're putting it on all the mine sites. And there's a 60-year-old guy that can punch the hell out of his stomach and he doesn't feel it. And you know, yeah. Yeah. And I'm not showing off, it's just